It's time to get your mind right with the Mind on Greatness podcast crew. Welcome to the Mind on Greatness podcast show.
And we live. Y'all already know it is. We back again. It's the Mind on Greatness podcast. I wanted to host the Big Boss. How can't poke through the door. We got Brody right there. Salute to all our soldiers. On the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the rest right now because, it's a tongue twister. But we got Jeff down there. Shout out to the Frenchman down there. Jeff, my bad.
Yeah.
The Haitian brother, my bad. I don't want to disrespect. I don't want no smoke.
Hey, because we kill French people. Don't do that.
Then we got Mike down there. We got Mike down there, man. Might as well, man. This is the Mind on Greatness podcast, man. You know what I mean? Hit the top boxing, anything, sports, lyrics, anything. So we gonna segue off into this off the rip. This is the hot topic. This is the in-style thing right now. We got it.
I'm sorry. I've been playing that all week. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
He already said it. So Jeff started off. What you think about this Drake versus Kendrick beef? Who's winning in your opinion, or is it finished?
That they told that light-skinned Canadian boy to leave that 5'5" nigga from Compton alone. They told him. Yeah, he did not listen. He did not heed words. His arrogance got to his head. He thought he was going to have the internet on his side because he's Drake, Mr. I make hits all year, every year. He thought no matter what he did, that the internet and the public was going to be in his possession. Well, not so fast, Mr. Aubrey. Not so fast, Mr. Aubrey. There's a nigga from Compton, about 5'5". He's a short nigga, but very lyrical. And if you because I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. If you listen to all his albums from beginning to end, you see that this man is a master at putting words together, making music. And you thought just because you was out there making goddamn Caribbean bops that you thought you was gonna come for him just because you got Meek Mill out the way? So look, let me go. So I'll start off by saying, well, as we stand, because going from both sides, they're saying there's still songs to be released, whatever. Because the last song, I don't know if y'all listened to it, The Heart Part 6, that man Drake threw the towel in. He waved the white flag, he threw the towel in. So I don't really care what anybody else got to say. That's what he sounded like. He said this shit's burnt off, just down the third. But look, Kendrick won off strategy. Kendrick won off his production was crazy. Mans went to go get some of the best producers in the game to make some of his Soundwave, Alchemist, goddamn Mustard to set it off for the summer again. And this is how you know Drake lost. The summer anthem is a song that's calling you a pedophile. A song in contention for Song of the Summer that they're going to be playing through the summer. Through the summer. Just like what Joe Budden said. He's lucky it's not HBU season yet. Because them blends, with them trumpets in the back, boy, let me tell you something. So I'll kind of run through it real quick why I think Drake lost. Drake lost because he wasn't focused enough because he was going after everybody else but Kendrick. He was adding Kendrick to the mix thinking that, I'm just going to throw a couple verses Kendrick way but I'm going to address everybody else. That's where you lost. You should have focused on that, boy. You need a little more. You need a little more than that just to think that you're just going to take care of Kendrick and poo-poo him away like that. So that's A, where I think he lost. And then B, like I said, he thought the internet was going to be on his side. He's playing internet games, memeing instead of rapping. That went against him. And then C, another thing I feel like that went against him is his history. And then, like I said, as I stand right now, with the accusations made on both sides, I'm not going to believe him yet till someone provides paperwork. But the only thing I will say is that Drake's track history and all the videos that came out and all his past situations, it doesn't bode well for him. So, I'll leave it at.
I'm gonna ask this question real quick to everybody. Everybody can answer this real quick. I don't. Me personally, I don't care. Like people say, oh, he can't say that. He's not convicted in court. Okay, you hop in my daughter DM, and I'm gonna show you what the conviction is. He ain't got to be convicted in court to be no pedo, bro. A
Yeah.
lot of people
Hmm.
saying, "Oh, it ain't no proof, it ain't this and that." It's proof out there. You
Yeah.
got some of the girls saying it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah,
Hmm.
me and Drake have been texting since so. Bro, I don't
Hmm.
care if he touched you, if he doing this, bro. You 30 plus talking to somebody who's underage, bro. Period.
13.
It's over with.
Mm. Yeah.
It doesn't need to be convicted in court to be considered a pedo, bro. It
Mm.
is what it is. In my opinion, that shit weird. It's just strange. There's
Because
no
even
need.
the argument that some Drake fans would make that, oh, he was trying to mentor Millie Bobby Brown, that girl from Stranger Things, because he was an actor, she was an actor. But someone made a great point, and I'm like, that's true. There was a black kid on Stranger Things. Why don't you contact him and mentor him?
She got a
Facts.
million other rich white folks ready to. She got
You ready to
mind enough.
mentor and shoot? I mean, she's on all Netflix shows, movies. Like, she don't need you to mentor
That
her.
don't work over here, bro. Seeing that shit that
Yeah.
way, I'm not going for that.
Yeah, but just to end my soliloquy, yeah, Drake got out strategy, he got outplayed. First of all, don't call someone out and say that you're not dropping, and then when he dropped a bunch of songs on your head, you tap out saying no mas. So yeah, he got out strategy. He made Kendrick may be better music than him, and the one thing that's always gonna have staying power is what's the number one thing we remember from the Meek Mill beef, the back-to-back record.
Mm-hmm.
Now you going for the rest of the year with two records on your ass. You got Like That and you got Not Like Us. You got two records that are in contention to be playing through the rest of the summer. And guess what? It's a nigga shooting at you. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Drake kind of let his little ego get to his head and think that he could just handle Kendrick like whatsoever. But yeah, at this point where we stand, like I said, accusations aside, even the things that Drake rapped about, like I said, he was too unfocused. And even the things he said to Kendrick, like you're short for the first record, you're short, your feet are small, and you had to give top 50%, which was debunked because the first diss record that he put out was direct from him to Interscope. So that already got debunked. And what the second record is accusations, which we need paperwork. So outside of that, and the third record, he basically defended himself the whole time, brings up the accusations again, and then basically quits. So at that point, I don't care how good he was rapping, he lost.
Mike, what you got?
Man, that was a lot, Jeff. That
I'm
was a
sorry.
lot.
I'm sorry. I've been on this like literally. I've been on this all day, man. I'm sorry, all week. All the last few weeks has just been me and I'm on Twitter, bro.
Yeah. Now, my thoughts is it ain't over with. It ain't over with till the clock is zero. You know what I'm saying? I think with Drake and this other situation that he got going on right now, it's no excuse. But at the same time, it's a little hiccup of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, around the beef. So it didn't kind of settle for a little bit. But back on the beef standpoint, in Drake's last song, The Heart Six, fam, you was all on defense. You was just trying to explain that accusations, you know what I'm saying, against you. You were never on the attack, you know what I'm saying? That's why I really feel like the beef ain't over. Like the beef
Mm,
is not over. I think if anything, Drake will be the next to drop again, not Kendrick. It'll be Drake dropping again, not Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know what I'm saying, to go into attack mode off of, you know what I'm saying, getting all these accusations down out, you know what I'm saying, getting all that calmed down. And I think, you know what I'm saying, then he would go on the attack. But, you know what I'm saying, I think this is a 7 round deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not over with. It's not over with. And right now, Kendrick is winning.
What you got, B?
can I pose a question real quick?
Go
What's
ahead, go
up?
ahead, go ahead.
To Mike or anybody can answer. Do y'all feel like off the disc workers that we got right now, the angles that Kendrick took versus the angles that Drake took, do you think Drake has any more in the chamber? Because it seemed like he's just doubling down on the same two accusations.
No.
Nah, yes, I feel like he does, but at the same time, Kendrick has said so much to where, like, he's attacking the man's character, like to
Hmm.
a standpoint to where, you know, it's looking like he trying to bring him down from even the hip hop, being on the hip hop level and the
Hmm.
charts level. But um, I think, man, I really think that it's not over with. It's not over with, bro. It's not over with.
Coach.
The first question I'm gonna pose is rhetorical. I don't expect anybody to answer. Uh, how long has Drake been at the top due to what Kendrick has brought to the light recently in this feud between them? Because nobody really thought about what Kendrick has said, and he not like us, they not like us. Nobody has really thought about it, and it made me really think. It made me look into the situation a little bit deeper when it came to Kendrick saying what he said. The last few bars of "they not like us." The dude really is. He's been afloat due to other cultures, Atlanta, Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? The dude is not really relevant anymore without certain things, without Lil Baby, without Future, without Young Thug, without the Migos. He hasn't. He At this point in his career, he really wouldn't be relevant if it wasn't for some of these names. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna base the battle off of that. You know what I'm saying? When the real get up there and they start spilling everything, bro, and telling the truth, and you got a whole bunch of real people that's really involved in hip hop, and then you got somebody that's kind of just been standing in and filling the void for so long, bro. Because we all know if Kendrick would have never left the scene, I feel like, in my opinion, Drake, they would have been leveled off. Not as far as beef, but it would have been more like a Kendrick would have slowly, gradually, passed him up. And I'm saying, I know Drake gave him his start or whatever, and all that other good stuff. But at the same time, I've been like, don't get me wrong. When Drake first came out, I was jamming Drake, but I let him go early, quick, because I didn't see where he could last. You know what I'm saying? He's been around a long time, but there's really haven't been true competition in hip hop. And now that the true competition is back, he don't stand a chance. He can't stand up against him. And not only that, Kendrick is just too real, bro. Kendrick is just too real. Everybody knows where Drake came from, and that hurts him in itself. We know where you came from. You came from the grassy degenerates or whatever it's called. I ain't never witnessed the show. I just know that's where he came from, and that's part of his background. So it's just tough for somebody to come to stand against the real, bro, when you're literally started off as an actor. You're an
He
actor.
losing more. He losing more against the culture, bro. Like it's more the culture that's making him lose right now. Everybody is like, not is.
I wouldn't even
It's
factor. I'm not
more.
even factoring in the culture. I'm factoring in the
But
fact
it's
that he
people.
really
It's
can't
also
compete with
it's
Kendrick.
also people just tired of hearing him too. Like he has taken over mainstream for the last what maybe 8 years.
But see,
So
that's their accusations. I'm calculating it off of bar for bar, Drake versus Kendrick. I'm going with Kendrick. Period. Drake. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this lightly. I'm gonna tread lightly with it. Drake really has been yanking and ganking niggas verses, bro. Period. He's been taking stuff for the longest, and I'm not saying that nobody else has done it, but he's been riding other people's wave, style, rhymes, bars, hooks since the beginning of the time. But now that Kendrick has came out and exposed it in this manner, everybody is finally turning like, oh man, that's true. But it's been happening.
he
Even
couldn't
with other artists,
ride. He couldn't
Jay-Z.
roll everybody's wave. He didn't got here for a reason. It's the reason why he's here, not off of just everybody's wave. Like
No,
it's
no,
the
no,
reason
no,
why he
no.
didn't made it here.
Even his main mentor told him, Drake, this coming from Wayne. Don't get out here rapping about what I rap about. You stick to rapping about females and money. He told him don't go out there rapping that street stuff because you gonna get hung up. And now he out there rapping that street stuff with
We
somebody
talk
who
about
really about something,
we
and
talking
he
about
got hung up.
BBL Drake versus the actual Drake that came in the game and actually had a little bit of dedication, you know what I'm saying, to the craft and respect to the art of rap and hip hop.
But
You know what I'm saying?
to like Brody's point, think about it. Like when he first came in, what was it? Overly dedicated, so far gone. Take care. That was to me the last time we saw authentic Drake. Then when nothing was the same came out, I'm thinking that's around the
Nah,
time that he started get.
that was authentic Drake. That was
You think
authentic
nothing
Drake.
was the same was authentic Drake? That's
Yeah,
when I feel like he
when we
started
got
talking
in,
on.
no,
That's when he
when we
started
got
talking on
into
his
the
gangster shit.
when we got into the views point, no views, even after views, because
No, no,
Controller
no, no,
was
no.
on.
Nothing was the same. And if you're reading this, you too late. That was when Drake started turning to a little. That was around the time he started doing. He got with the Houston Connect, Jay Prince and them.
Right.
That's when
And
he
that's
started
when
He
talking
always,
different.
street.
but on So Far Gone, he was already talking about Houston. He's always been messing with
But
Houston.
listen to the version of Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Listen to the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like street
Yeah,
talk. It was more like a
But
vibe
yeah,
of
but you could kind of see the difference from the end. Take Care, because Take Care Drake and Nothing Was the Matter. Nothing Was the Same Drake is two different Drakes to me. To me, and then it really changed once he hit. If you're reading this is too late. Like when he was talking about running through 6 with his woes. Like that's when it really kind of changed it for me. Like you kind of saw him morph during Nothing Was the Same era, but once it started hitting the if you're reading this is too late era, that's when he kind of started changing. And then when he started hanging with them Atlanta niggas, which was around what I'm trying to think of albums. Uh if you're reading this is too late. So yeah, that'd be around like the views.
but I
Uh
can't really trust what you're saying because you said you never really listen to Drake. Like you just don't
I
really
never said
mess with
that.
Drake.
When I said that.
Like, but
Drake's in my
okay,
top five every year. I listen to Drake, not me.
but
That was
at the
I think that was
same
Brody
time,
that said
bro,
Brody said he got off him.
nothing was the
I
same.
got off of her.
Views was after nothing was the same, and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
views still had said some R&B bops on that bad boy.
mhm.
But when you start getting to saying what was it the
More life.
Madonna? No, well, yeah, More
Madonna
Life was trash.
Madonna was on if you're
Was
reading this is too
on,
late, which is
yes,
before
Put
and
it like
views.
this: if I want to hear some real shit, I'm not turning on Drake. If I want to hear about females and money, I'm turning on Drake. Drake is not. He's not. There is no competition right here. Like it's where he started from. You started off as an actor and you turned into a good pop artist, and all of a sudden you went and got with certain people and they gave you some game. They laced you up on some stuff. He came out here, he got chopped and screwed. He went to Atlanta, he got their groove. Then he went back home and gave it to all his people, and then he switched it up and put his own term on it. And now everybody like Drake like this, and
I'm
Drake
just
Drake is not street. Okay,
I'm
put it like this.
more I'm on I know Kendrick is winning this battle right now, but at the same time, let's give it like it's still some time going on. It's not over with yet.
Oh no, no, and I agree with that. I'm just with Brody on his point of you saw where the cutoff was from which we would consider very authentic Drake
Well,
versus
the
when he
cut I ain't
started
gonna
this.
lie, the cutoff was probably with starting with Future, starting to make albums, collab albums and shit
Oh
with
yeah, like
Future.
what was that album they made together? It's the Diamond.
It got It's got Grammy on it. It's got the diamonds on there.
Yeah,
It's got the
But
scholarship on there. But yeah,
that's when
but
he
that
got
was
the
like
Destiny wave
2015,
before
right?
the Atlanta wave. Kendrick has never left home
I
until he
mean,
got
but
his wave.
how you gonna leave an artist in a bubble to where he can't work with other artists
No,
just
no,
to
no, 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 no.
No, no,
We're
no,
not
fulfill
no.
brand?
saying
Like
He don't
y'all
work,
bashing
but
a
he was
man
literally
for
taking people's style.
I mean, I'm going off the more. I mean,
no,
look,
their style was already on the track. He just gave a little bit of his flavor on that hoe.
But
But
that's
at
what
the
he
okay,
same
that's
time.
what
so
he got made at. It's
so
not originality.
what a time to be alive came out the same year as if you're reading this is too late. So that yeah, that's around the time I would say that he kind of switched up.
So to
Like
put it all in a nutshell,
he went from
what
Drake
I'm
and
trying to
Drive to he might have a gun. Like
right. To put it all in a
Yeah,
nutshell, what I'm trying to say is what is
no,
Drake's
not saying he was shooting people, but Mike, you can't say because I like I said I've stayed like Views is my favorite album from Drake. I'm not one of these people that said I never listened. I'm like I stopped listening to Drake and sometimes I wasn't a Drake fan. I'm a Drake fan. He's in my top 5 every year.
I'm
But
not.
I also can say that there was a time like because I remember that little transition from Take Care to Nothing Was the Same. I said, well, he's starting to pop his shit. And
and it was
then
instantly. It was
yeah, and
instantly.
then
It was like no rap.
if you're reading This Is Too Late when that came out, I said, oh, this is a whole nother deal. I mean, the music is still good. Don't get me wrong, the music's still good. but we could objectively say there was a mood change in Drake. Not to
Well,
say
it's
like you can't.
overall, it's different variations of Drake. We need Drake
Mhm.
to be consistent in his beginning era. We need the same way that Kendrick didn't bar out his bars and him actually having to rap and even explaining himself or whatever, even losing the battle. You know what I'm saying? We need you to be consistent, bro. We need you to be consistent in your delivery as how you came into. You know what I'm saying? And respect hip hop. Don't go out here doing the playing the media, playing the mainstream game. You're
Mhm.
losing yourself on that.
So here's my response to this from a former wannabe rapper. I'm gonna call myself a wannabe rapper because that's what I tried to do. Mike, I respectfully disagree with you. There's nothing Drake can do and come back and say because you're dealing with a lyricist. See, Kendrick is a lyricist. There's different type of rappers. Drake is a song maker. He can make good songs. Kendrick is a lyricist. It don't matter what beat it is. It could be a piano song. Kendrick is going to lyrically tear that beat up because he's a lyricist. He's a guy that focuses on his lyrics. Lyrics. He wants to deliver a message. Drake wanted you to just have a good time. So he's a guy that prioritizes songs, and they're both beneficial in hip hop, right? You got dudes that make good songs. You look at all the Atlanta dudes. Remember D4L and Shake That Laffy Taffy, all that, Young Jock, Young Dro, all of them. You know what I mean? Young LA, like they make good songs. You know what I'm saying? But they're not lyricists, right? Drake is the type of guy that like you with your boys, y'all driving, and hey man, put that Drake on a dance song or whatever. Y'all riding, or you got some girls in the car. You're not gonna do that with Kendrick. With Kendrick the type of guy that you driving and you sitting in the house and you like, man, that boy, you know what I mean? That boy, the beat don't catch your attention, but you pay attention to what he's saying, his message. That's the difference between the two. So Drake, who's trying to lyrically compete with Kendrick, it's not gonna happen. It's nothing else he could say. Even without the personal stuff, even if they just sit there and not mention nothing personal about anybody, Kendrick would kill him every time because of the fact they're different type of rappers. He's a lyricist. You know what I mean? He's a guy that's have his
But
name on.
he don't have to battle with being a lyricist against him. He's going automatically Kendrick is gonna win every time when it comes to lyricism. When it comes to the production point and just you battling in his own name, he doesn't have to compete with him as a lyricist. Like, but it is bringing a higher level of lyricism out of Drake. You know what I'm saying?
But
I agree with
to
that.
that point, I don't think Drake lyrics can top any more than what he done throughout his whole career. I think he didn't gave it his all, bro. He not gonna get no better.
And truthfully, he don't even write his own lyrics. People write for him.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't
they
write
like
none
go
of his
harder than
lyrics.
Drake, bro.
He don't write
Allegedly.
none of his lyrics.
The only thing I would say is that I feel like
Allegedly.
I feel like the battle would have been closer. Look, because I think what also kind of didn't work to Drake's benefit is his last battle with Pusha T, because that kind of turned rap beef into who could spill the more tea,
Right.
instead of kind of just going at each other. So I feel like Drake was just more focused on, oh, I got information that Kendrick beat his girl. Oh, I got information that your son that was just born is not yours. Like, I feel like he focused on that too much. Like, literally, if you kind of sit down,
the nigga was gaslighting. He was gaslighting for sure.
you could kind of tell that because you see in Kendrick's disses, he either goes deeper or hits a different angle in each one of his songs. Drake kind of still stayed on that same, you beat your wife, your son's not yours, it's day free kid, but he never like got deeper on it. He never like,
you talking about one song right now.
No, because he said he brought it back up in the Hard Part 6.
But you said 2 parts of the Hard Part 6.
What do you mean?
The Dave East
The
and
Day
Park
Free thing?
situation. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Dave
he
Free
brought it up.
thing.
He brought it up 2 times because
Right.
the also his other flaw in this battle is that, and the reason I don't like, the reason that it really didn't work again in push-ups, only 10, maybe 15% of the bars went towards Kendrick. Everything else went towards ASAP Rocky. Everything else went towards Rick Ross, Metro Boomin. For some reason, he does not want to address Future. I guess he still wants to keep that
Yeah,
Nah,
relationship.
he
he,
won't. He
he's
know better.
he's
He know better.
addressed
He just
Future.
already
He's
said it.
addressed
He know
Future,
better. He
but
say
I
Future
something.
mean,
keep going at him. Future
I mean,
keep going at him too.
but even in was it the Heart Part 6 or was it Family Matters? Even in Family Matters, with Future, all he said was uh basically saying that, hey, I know that this beef was based off someone else. It's not. I know it's not really me. Me and you basically don't really got friction like that.
Drake knows if he's what he want to say to Future, it is over
Yeah,
with. He can't go back to Atlanta.
he can't go back to Atlanta. Yeah. So yeah, because so that's the other reason why I feel like he lost, because like I said with the focus thing, push-ups, he was addressing a bunch of other people. Family Matters. It seems like to me that he had more smoke for the Weekend and Metro Booming than he did for Kendrick, because he had more verses for them.
I'm just
That's what
saying.
it. Yeah,
I don't care.
that's what it kind of.
I don't care if Drake had a Canon lens camera focus. I don't care if he drove a 4 focus. It don't matter. The man can't mess with no Kendrick, bro. And and I like this beef because it's getting us back to
Yeah,
lyricism. It's
there's kids
getting
in
back
middle school and
to,
high school looking at
you know what
lyrics
I'm saying?
now. It's
Like,
crazy.
I love it because what these two dudes are indirectly doing, or maybe they, you know, maybe they know what they're doing. I don't know. Is they're making people get their bars back up,
Fact.
right? Because so many people were lazy. They just make a good beat and say whatever on a song. Now they making people actually have to think and come up with a theme and a message. You know what I mean? And even if it's not a message, even if it's having a good time, you better have some good lyrics. You get what
That
I mean?
speak on to my point. Is bringing out a whole, like, it's bringing out a better Drake, even though he's losing the battle, but he's actually going back to his old ways to actually rap.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he losing, but it's forcing him to rap, because you're not gonna go against Kendrick Lamar and not actually rap.
So Mike, outside of actually, a question I posed to you, outside of him actually bringing receipts for his accusations, what else do you think he could do lyrically to somehow get back in this battle? Outside of that, because to me, that's the
Go on
only.
the
That's.
attack, go on the attack. Like, all
Mhm.
that defensive shit, bro. He shouldn't even. Honestly, he shouldn't even dropped uh the Heart 6. He shouldn't even drop that hell, bro. Because it was almost like you was trying to cover your ass. You should have
That
just
man
went
said,
headed.
"I'm too
You should have
famous
just
to be
went
a
head
pedo."
straight for the attack. You should have went straight for the attack, and actually, yeah, you could have addressed the issues in a
Damn it.
attack mode. In a attack mode.
What do you say?
Not
He
address
said,
them not addressing them to where it looked like you gaslighting, bro.
"Yeah,"
Don't do that shit. Cause now
because
everybody looking at you like, nigga, is the shit true that you talk about? Ain't shit coming out your mouth true. Like,
yeah,
it just
because there was three
Drake.
things
That's why I
in the
feel
hard
like
part.
the next diss track, if it
Hmm.
like the next diss track, it's not over with, but I feel like it's gonna come from Drake's side. It has to.
And I
But
feel like
do you think it can make an impact? Because Kendrick got the culture right now. Do you think anything could
Yeah,
make an
I mean,
impact outside of him bringing receipts?
depending on what he says, and him actually going to happen to rap right now,
Hmm.
and depending on what he says, it may, because he's Drake, he's gonna make some type of impact.
I
Hey,
mean, the hard part sick got 1 million dislikes, bro.
no,
Like,
go ahead,
I
Casey.
mean,
Say what you got to say.
it's some type of impact, right?
no, I was pointing at you to go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, put it like this. You see this panel? 1, 2, 3, 4. You see our skin tone?
oh shit.
Drake gonna need the other skin tone to help him out. It's tough. Ain't no.
But the
Ain't
white
too many
people are on
black
Kendrick's
guys
side
out there.
too.
It's still black people on Drake's side, bro.
It
It's
is,
still black
but
people
it's
on
the
Drake's
young.
side.
It's young black people. It's not. It's not
No, it's
older
still some
people.
that
older. It's still
that
some
makes me
older
pose
people
another
on
question
black people.
because
It's still some older black people on Drake's side, bro. There's
y'all were
definitely
posting
still
clips
some.
about the Joe Budden podcast, right? He did make mention that there is rumblings in the industry of people wanting to get Drake the fuck out of here. We're talking about execs, higher up
But
people
I said
that
that
want.
earlier. I said
Yeah,
that earlier because they're tired of Drake.
yeah.
The culture
Right. Right.
is
I mean,
tired of
from what I
listening
hear,
to him.
it's more his
Like
character, not
they're just tired
he.
of him, tired of
Yeah,
him. Period. Like he's been
yeah.
on an 8-year run through multiple different rappers and stuff. Even though they ain't making past his run, but it's actually people that are just actually tired of him and just want him out the game.
Well, I
Okay.
think also I have to say this is yes, he's had a magnificent run, and I
Yeah,
give him
magnificent run.
I give him credit for knowing when to get and pick certain people to help elevate him. Right? He came to
Hmm.
Houston early on. He came to Houston. I see him all the time in Fifth Ward. He be over there with Jay Prince. They be walking around, but he he came to Houston and adopted our culture. Right? Then he went to Atlanta. He knew, okay, let me get with Future. Let me get with Migos. Let me get with what's the boy with the red braids? The dark skinned dude.
Yardbirds?
Red.
Oh,
Yachty,
Yeah,
Yachty.
God,
Yachty.
get with him. You know, Ross. You know, he did songs with Rick Ross. You
Oh,
know,
beautiful. I'm so sad that
yeah,
that relationship is over.
I mean,
so,
if anything, when you're trying to elevate your brand nationally, you have to work with other artists. You have to
Yeah,
work
yeah,
with other artists from different sides of, you know what I'm saying, parts of the map.
yeah.
Like you have to do that. You can't expect Drake to only work in Toronto. Then he
and
wouldn't
I
be this Drake.
and then I agree with you on that, Mike. I'm cool with him expanding his sound. Me is just the same thing like with I think Brody brought it up uh with what Wayne told him to you could change your styles up, just don't change your character. Your character in the songs, you
I
tried
agree
to
that
portray
too.
yourself. Yeah, you tried to
I agree with the character, but the
yeah.
delivery on the songs he has to do that
Oh yeah,
just
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
reach out to that culture, that environment of where
Yeah.
that song is being played.
yeah, but
Like
it's
if it's
like
in the ATL, I have to rap and give an ATL style just so the ATL will mess with it.
I
Hmm.
fool with that, but you gotta still be authentic to yourself. So like
Because you
that
don't want to get
And which he
you don't want to get
and that's
Papa
with the
doxed.
singing and
that's
You don't want to
that's
get
melodies and
Papa
stuff
doxed.
come into play. That's
that's
where
Yeah,
the
because
that's
you
singing and
that's
melodies come into play.
yeah, that's like all of us talking about, what I say me, you, because I don't really know Jeff upbringing. But it's like me, you, and Broderick talking about, man, we was out there on 1960 selling coke and selling dope, and then dude ran up, Broderick shot him in the head. Like that, we'll be capping. We'll be lying about that.
Right.
If
Papa
anything,
doc.
what we did was, we played football and we messed with girls. That's what we did when we was young. You know what I mean? So with Drake, he's going into a realm that he hasn't experienced. He may have seen it being around Jay Prince, because you're gonna see anything when you're around Jay Prince. He a mob boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He a
His
mob
daddy's a
boss.
killer, Junior.
But
You know what
out
I'm saying?
this whole beef, did he talk about shooting up anything about Kendrick
No, no, no.
Lamar? Did he actually act
We
We're
gangster?
talking more to Kendrick's assassination of his character. That's
we
what
talking
we're
we,
speaking more to.
we talking about I'm talking about what Broderick was talking about, the transition from him starting off singing melodies, making chill music, to, hey, I'm over here and I'm gonna shoot this dude. Hey, my homeboy got this. All I gotta do is make a call and he gonna come
I
kill.
ain't never heard. I
Okay, but
honestly find me some lyrics where Drake has been on that type of demon
I
time.
mean, you want to go listen to Mob Ties?
Maybe talk about somebody else doing it for him,
Pull,
but
pull,
not
pull up
him
the
doing it
pull
at
up the
all.
lyrics to Mob Ties. Someone pull up the lyrics to Mob Ties. He does kind of
I know I like that song too, and then I
yeah.
don't feel like there's nothing in there where he talking about him doing it himself, but definitely having mob ties though.
I mean, he speaks more
Somebody
as
else doing
a
it.
I want to say he doesn't speak of him doing, but he speaks like he's a kingpin.
I mean, shit, with that type of money, I mean, you better
But
have some people
nah,
around you.
you
But
can't act
we
like you like that for real.
we
And
didn't
you
spend too
grew up.
much time on this topic on
Yeah,
this
yeah. Let's
chat,
move
bro.
on. But anyway, just like Mike said, if it does continue, Drake's on the clock
Hey,
Drake's
because
on the clock.
Kendrick does not have to reply no more. Drake's on the clock.
I ain't
Drake's
get
on the
my
clock.
point. The nigga's cooked. He's not. There is no more time. It's over with. There's nothing else he can do to elevate his game, and that's my
I'm
opinion.
optimistic. I'll give him hope. If he wants to pop out again, let's pop out again. We'll see.
I'm not
It
giving
ain't
Drake
about.
hope.
Don't look at it as a lyrical battle. Y'all looking at it
It
wrong
ain't
because he will
lyrical.
lose that battle every
It ain't
time.
Ain't that
lyrical.
what this record's
Let,
about?
let's
Listen.
Yeah, that is true. Like he still got to put little slick things in his lyrics, but at the same time, let's look around. Let's look at his overall product versus each
Look.
other.
I'm looking at the real versus an actor.
I'll just end in saying this. I'll say the
I
only
don't
thing
feel
that
that way.
I feel like personally that can get Drake back into this rap battle is if he brings receipts. That's me. You was focusing on the T. Show us if the T is real.
Take the
Like,
L out of love. It's over, brother. Now let's focus on the NBA playoffs. Right, that boy Ant-Man. I want to start with him because he reminded me of Michael Jordan right now. That boy. I mean, his first for starters, his crossover is nasty, and then his mid range game is sick. Right.
Mhm.
So, Mike, I'm gonna start with you. What you think about Ant-Man and Minnesota Timberwolves? Do you think they can take that broom and sweep
Oh,
them Nuggets,
yeah. Yeah,
or
they sweeping the Nuggets, bro. I'm gonna let you know now.
Ooh.
They didn't brought out the push brooms on that motherfucker and just got to pushing them up.
The
Hey, they
reigning
gonna sweep the
champs,
Nuggets.
they
They
just gonna
gonna
sweep them like
they
that.
gonna sweep them. They gonna sweep them. The way that they're playing to where defense is fun. They're playing like they love to play defense. You know what I'm saying? Outside of they gonna get their buckets. Certain people gonna get their buckets, but defensive time, it's look like they love to play defense. You know what I'm saying? And no other NBA team is doing that because everybody wants to be a superstar and score points. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So yeah, with them. Can I go into other teams and how I feel about it with the finals
Yeah,
and
yeah, go. Yeah,
everything?
yeah. Run
Okay,
through it. Yeah,
so okay, with them, you know what I'm saying, playing defense, they gotta go against SGA or the
yeah. The
dude,
winner
you
of
know what I'm saying?
Oklahoma and Dallas. The winner of Oklahoma and Dallas.
It's gonna be the Thunder. The Thunder is gonna probably sweep Dallas. You know what I'm
that's gonna be the
saying?
best
Like,
series. Timberwolves and Thunder.
and it's going to be the Thunder versus the Wolves, and that's going to be the best series
That's gonna be
because
the
you
best
got
series.
two upcoming actual stars that are in question for MVP. Like it's a reason why the Thunder is number one in the Western Conference bracket, and that's because of the guard. You know what I'm saying? He nice, and everybody's so focused on Anthony Edwards, but it's another guy that's on the up and coming. That's
Yeah,
nasty too.
SGA,
That got the mid
SGA.
range. SGA. My
Mhm.
bad. SGA. You know what I'm saying? It's another guy that's on the up and coming, but he's so quiet. Don't nobody really talk about him like that. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely a monster. It's the reason why his team is number one. And whoever wins out of the Wolves and the Thunder will win the NBA Finals because the Celtics the Celtics say what's up, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the mentality. I feel like Tatum,
He
his
not that guy.
team, yes, his team mentality is his mentality. They're a little pushover. You know what I'm saying? When they get pushed in the mouth, they lay down. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't see them do this multiple times. And they're trying to build that team around him, even though they good in the regular season and try to, battle their way up to the finals and the playoffs. Past what 4 years? What they've been there? What once? But from then, like in the past 4 years. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because the Heat took him out. The Heat took him out 1 year. Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yep.
But every time they come against a dog that's gonna punch them in the mouth, they
Jimmy
don't
Butler.
fight back. their mentality as a team is Jason is how you say his name, Tatum
Jason
or whatever
Tatum,
fuck
yeah.
his name is. Yes, that's the Celtics mentality.
Basketball
They're
versus
not the same Celtics as when Larry Bird was talking shit to everybody.
yeah.
They not the same Celtics with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Rondo. You know what I'm saying? They not the same Celtics. They a soft Celtics, bro.
Mhm.
So whoever win out of the Thunder and the Wolves will be winning the NBA Finals.
What you got, Coach? Let me know something.
Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been waiting for a change of face, change of guard in the NBA, and damn it, it's finally
It's
starting
coming.
to happen. I'm excited
It
because
is.
I'm tired of LeBron. I'm tired of Steph. I'm tired of Durant. I'm tired of
KD.
anybody. I'm tired of anybody from way back when.
Shit,
And
I'm ready
now
for Durant to
there's
get a new barber, man.
facts, facts. And like I
Nah, he
say,
just need to shave it off. If you don't like brushing your hair, just shave it off, bro.
but like I say, I'm glad the changing of the guard is happening with not just Anthony Edwards. There's multiple names out there. It's Chet, it's Wemby, it's Bronson. You got SGA. You got
Hmm.
Green from the Rockets. There's a bunch of names out there, and I'm happy to say that I can get back into it because now that the guard is changing, I can grow with another set of people and enjoy basketball again. I got so tired of Steph and them automatically going. LeBron gonna be the person who they go with. LeBron gonna get swept. KD get with a super team. KD can't do it. Everybody get her. I got so sick of that. I'm glad something new. And I'm not even I didn't even include the Nuggets in those names. You know what I'm saying? The different Nuggets are tough. They got Jokic. They
Oh yeah,
got
yo gonna
Murray.
be back. He's gonna be back.
I would say they are like
Murray
a
gonna
new.
ball.
I would say they part of the new group of teams. Like
Yeah,
they,
yeah,
Hmm.
cause
facts, facts,
yeah,
facts.
Even though they're a little more
Yeah, they
established,
they
but
they
they
part of that
they new
new
group.
era,
Yeah.
yeah,
and I like it. And now that this is happening, I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't even really watched the playoff game yet, but I've been catching the highlights, and the highlights have intrigued me enough to actually turn on the game tomorrow and actually watch it. You feel me? I just
Hmm.
been waiting for the build up. I'm like, when is it gonna change? And now that it's changed, Durant is out, LeBron is out, all of them are out. So now I can watch the new generation of the NBA take over and do what they got to do on the floor, and it's exciting. I ain't gonna lie. I
Hmm.
yeah, for
think,
sure.
like Mike said, I 100% agree with him. Whoever win out of the Thunder and the Wolves gonna take it. And I
I'm gonna
right
double
now
back
the
on what
way
Pody said. I'm gonna double back on what Pody said. Hey, Anthony Edwards hoop like Jordan, bro. He hoop
Just with
literally
a
like if
three.
you put on a
Just with a three
huh
game. He's
with a
Jordan with a
better
three.
three
he has
game,
that
like
mentality.
Yeah.
bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's
He
crazy.
has that.
But
He
my
has that.
bad.
He has that killer mentality, bro.
And he's a little taller too. He like 6'8", right? 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah,
Yeah,
about two
he has
inches.
that mentality, and
Yeah.
and you ain't even got to have the
Oh, he a
serious
dog.
package that Michael Jordan had when he came
Mm-hmm.
on the floor and hoop. He got
He's
the
talking
mentality to kill
shit,
you,
boy.
bro. He's trying to murder you. He's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna let you score. He's not gonna let you dribble. He's not gonna let you make a free throw comfortable. He's not even gonna let you drink your Gatorade comfortable, bro. He is trying to kill you. And I like that mentality about Anthony Edwards, bro. He's a dog. And not only that, he got one of the best two-way defenders with him on his team in McDaniels. That dude can guard any position on the floor, and he's running from goal to goal. And
Mm.
both of them doing that, bro. It's just I miss that type of basketball, and it seems like they're trying to get back into that old school basketball where they don't care. You go up, we both going up crazy. I'm finna clothesline you. We finna land stupid. Hopefully you get up because I'm finna get up and I'm finna go finish my game. If you hurt, oh well, I
Mhm.
got something to do. I miss that mentality. So like I said, it's a fun time for NBA basketball right now, and I'm finna get back into it full swing right here, starting with the rest of the playoff.
Mm.
So
It's fun. It's fun when the players go put their head down and actually try to go for the basket instead of look for the foul. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
and they bringing
James
Like,
that back, and I like that.
James Harden.
It's some true rivalries. What you got, Jeff?
James Harden done. James Harden.
yeah, bro.
The
Just
Clippers. The
he
Clippers
Charles
need to
Barkley.
ship
He
him
Charles
wherever. He
Barkley.
done.
He's Charles Barkley.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start off by saying that super team era shit is dead. Because
I
if
agree.
anything, what all the
I
teams in
agree.
the playoffs are showing us is that you need to go back to getting your number one guy, getting that 1B guy, and then surrounding them with all stars. You need to go back to that because all the teams in the playoffs right now, I think, are exactly like that. They're exactly built like that. They got
Yep.
their 1A guy, their 1B guy, and a bunch of all stars. all around him, all athletic. Yeah, the super team is dead. The Suns was the last one. Yeah, they're gonna break that up. They're gonna break that up.
Yeah,
So
and height at the point guard position. If you got somebody that's 6'4" and up at the point guard position,
I don't know.
somebody's in
Jalen
trouble.
Brunson kind of proving that wrong. That boy 6 foot
But
and
that's
cooking
just
niggas.
one. But he has to work hard, bro. If you look how he plays, he works hard for those buckets, bro.
But the thing is, he's kind of built like Kyle Lowry. He's a little thicker. Like you see him when people try to go defend him and he bump him a little bit.
We're gonna see how long it lasts, bro. Because
yeah.
the NBA is changing into a taller league. Every position is taller, bro.
I think Brunson got that mentality. I think he understands that he's smaller, and he it was some highlights I seen earlier today. He was literally going into the post purposely on a bigger defender.
And if
he's
you're a short dude,
short, bro. He's 6'3".
He's 6 foot.
He's 6'3". Look him up. He's 6'3". He's not that. No, he's 6'3".
They said he's the same height as AI.
6'2", but that dude's probably about 5'11".
He's 6'3", bro.
They got him listed at 6'2", 6'3", but he probably about
6'2". Nah, they added something to that. That 6'2" is low. They added something to that.
Like they bro. If he's 6'1", bro, they making him. He do look short compared to everybody. He got to work extra hard, bro.
Nowadays.
Nah, hell nah. They edit how small that nigga, because he looks small at all times, bro.
Nah, he's small. Yeah.
Oh shoot. But back to us. So the super teams is dead. Like you guys said, I am happy that the changing of the guard is happening, and we see that these younger kids, even though we was a little worried with these rule changes that these younger kids were going to be a little softer, I feel like with Ant bringing that energy, I feel like
the mid range is coming back too.
Yeah, the mid range is coming back. Yeah, I feel like
coming back.
Yeah, I feel like because that three jacking up 50, 60 threes a game. I mean, that shit got kind of annoying after a while. But yeah, real basketball back. You see that people are actually like playing team basketball. Like, it's the kind of the same way we was talking about with the beef earlier. Like how lyrics is probably going to come back after that. It's the same thing. I feel like the energy's getting restored. Like we're getting back to that essence of basketball, like that thing that Steph brought in for about 10 years. I feel like that's going away. So yeah, so when it comes to the teams that are left, I'm not gonna say the Nuggets are gonna get swept, but I'll give them 6 games. I'll give the Nuggets 6. I'll give and the Timberwolves. I feel like they're good. I'll just say it right now, Timberwolves gonna win the chip.
After they didn't score over 90 points last game, they
gotta get one, bro. You can't be the reigning champs and go out like that,
bro. I ain't never seen them get. They were walking around defeated. Defeated.
Well, the thing is,
different type of defeat.
The 2020 Lakers in the bubble had the blueprint to stop Jokic.
Shit, you lost on your floor twice, and now you got to go to Minnesota and play them twice, bro. You finna get swept.
That's the other thing too. They went to Mile High with all that elevation and stuff, and still cooked them. Yeah. So but yeah, what I would say is with the Denver Nuggets series, like basically, Minnesota has the 2 bigs that the Lakers had that kind of smoke. You had the blueprint to stop Jokic. You just need 2 athletic bigs to stop Jokic. Because you put Cat on him, and if he tries to go to the rim, you got Gobert right there to stop him. So yeah, I mean,
Gobert won Defensive Player of the Year too, bro.
That was wrong.
There.
But that was wrong. It should have been Wemby. Wemby was leading the league in blocks. It should have been Wemby.
Not this year, but
Gobert be getting these goddamn consolatory defensive players of the year.
Bro, some of these centers ain't centers no more, and he got a.
That's
guard.
what I'm saying. He's not defensive player of the year. Gobert, them last 2, this one and the last one, I don't know, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I feel like if I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Timberwolves are gonna win the chip this year. I don't think anybody really got the team equipped to stop them this year. I mean, you guys say Oklahoma, but I feel like Oklahoma is as good as they are. I feel like they kind of an overrated number 1 seed. That's just me. That's why, even though
you ain't been.
I've been watching. Look, And I saw the Lakers take them out a couple times. Wasn't the Lakers like undefeated against them this year?
Bro, the Lakers is nah, I ain't even gonna
And
lie, they
that's
not the
what I'm
same. They
that's
not
what I'm
even all
saying.
that good. They
They
not
won
even
all
all
that
that
good, but
good.
they undefeated against Oklahoma this year. If I'm correct, if I need to go back and look at that record, but I think they undefeated against Oklahoma this year. The
I mean,
Lakers.
it's the same
And
thing.
but they still ended up number one, and who is out the playoffs right now?
That's true too, but look, and that's why I'm not. Even though y'all saying the Thunder going automatically, I don't know because Luca and Kyrie cooking over there.
I didn't say they was gonna automatically beat, but whoever wins out of the Thunder in the
Oh,
West,
okay.
that's who gonna win the finals.
Nah,
Right.
because I give Luca and Kyrie more of a chance than y'all think. Them boys cooking.
Hey,
Nah, they not.
them two, I like them.
Yeah,
They not beating they not beating the
I
Thunder, bro. They
mean
not beating the Thunder, bro.
Defensively, their liability defensively. Luka don't play defense.
that's
So
true.
yeah, their liability defensively.
And shit, the Thunder got a center that shoot threes, bro, and play defense. Like
The chat,
it's a
yeah.
yeah, bro. Like
And then on the East side, I mean the Celtics. Look, we got to call it as it is. If the Celtics lose this year, they need to blow it up. I know everybody's been like talking and rumoring
Been
for
I
the
blowing
agree.
last few years. They
I
need to blow.
agree.
They need to blow it up
I've
because
been
agree.
blowing up.
just like with the Minnesota team we have right now, I always thought Cat was never a 1A. To me, Cat was never a 1A.
Mm.
I'm
I
yeah.
agree. I
Yeah,
agree. He ain't
Cat
got
was
that
never a 1A.
mentality.
Yeah,
He
he
ain't got
does
that
not.
mentality.
And me personally, I feel like Jason Tatum is not a 1A.
Mm.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
feel yeah, and that's the same him, the little
Somebody
light
told me
skinned
the other
boys.
day that they should have built around Brown instead of Tatum.
I
Mm.
said I need to go find that tweet. I tweeted that about 2-3 years ago. I said
Somebody
y'all need
told
to
me that the other
build around
day.
Brown. Yeah, y'all need to build around Brown instead of Tatum. But Tatum's their golden boy. He was knighted by Kobe, whatever. He trained with Kobe, this, that, and the third. But yeah, I feel like if the Celtics lose, because they got stomped today. If the Celtics lose against the Cavs, blow that team up. Knicks, I mean, they need a superstar still. I understand Brunson's doing what he's doing, but even if Randall come back, they need a superstar still.
Yeah, but that ain't
So,
enough.
yeah, I mean, they just need something. If the whole team come back, because a lot of people are injured right now, that's why I think they're not going to win because they only got a 7-man rotation right now.
They need one more guy that can get his basket. That can get his
Yeah,
basket whenever he wants to. And
because literally Josh
actually
Hart,
better than Bronson. They need a
yeah,
guy that can get a basket better than Bronson.
yeah, because right now Josh Hart, I think is on like a 7-game streak of playing all 48 minutes. Like
He
they're
not
gonna
gonna consistently
tire
do
out
that,
next round.
bro.
Yeah, they're gonna tire
Yeah.
out next round. They only got a 7-man rotation. They're gonna tire out next round. The Knicks. So in the East, I mean, I don't think I really care who come out the East at this point because I
I
don't think
don't either.
nobody in the East has nothing for them because because we got Knicks, Celtics, Pacers, Pacers, Knicks, and then Celtics, Cavs. And I don't think any 4 of those teams could take out the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Or the
Nah,
Thunder.
I was
Or
about
the
to say
yeah,
none
Thunder.
of them
or the
can beat
Thunder.
Or
the
the
either.
Thunder.
So yeah, I
Hell,
feel like yeah,
neither one of them can take out the Nuggets.
mm-mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's bad. Yeah, I think this is Ants and Ants in what year 3?
3.
Three. Yep, three.
Three.
If you want to chip in year 3, it's gonna be another conversation to be had.
It's gonna be real. Hey, if he sweep everybody, it's gonna be real in real Jordan fashion. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
that now. If he
because
sweep
even Jordan,
everybody to the playoffs, it's gonna be in real Jordan fashion.
yeah, because even Jordan and LeBron, they took them to about year 7 and 8 to win their first chip. If old boy win his chip in year 3, we going
Gone fishing is where he's sending
yeah,
everybody.
we gonna have another conversation because the way that dudes are playing to about 21 years right now. Like you see LeBron James, he's in year 21 and he's still playing the way. Like imagine if Ant-Man keeps his body the same way. We're gonna have a different conversation about another 20 years if Ant
Oh
wins
yeah,
his championship
facts.
this year. So yeah,
It's about that time. It's about that time.
yeah. So yeah, Timberwolves, if they win this year, then they're gonna be the team to watch for the next 10 years.
I think that I do think that Minnesota will sweep Denver. I think they got them brooms out. They don't have an answer for anything that the Timberwolves are doing. You know what I mean? The Nuggets are relying on Jokic, right? And Jalen Murray eats Jalen Murray.
Jamal.
Murray eats off of Jokic,
Yeah,
right?
he feeds off him.
Throw the ball in the paint, everybody collapses to Jokic, he kicks it out. Jokic is the distributor, right? Um, Aaron Gordon, to me, can't create. They don't really have anybody that can create for themselves on the Nuggets.
Yeah, Michael Porter Shooter Jr. is a 3-and-D. Aaron Gordon's just a dunker. That's mainly what he does. He's in the dunker spot.
So, and you got Minnesota who have Rudy Gobert. They got Cat. So if they got both of them on the floor, okay, you got Rudy Gobert on Jokic, right? And Jokic on defensive side. Well, you got Aaron Gordon holding Cat at the 3-point line. You get what I mean? Cat stretching the floor. You get what I mean? And that's opening the floor up for Ant-Man to eat. So I just think that when it comes to that series, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
All of them could shoot. All of them besides Gobert can shoot threes,
but
efficiently.
The Thunder is the opposite of the Nuggets. SGA is starting the offense and initiating the offense. Everything is through SGA. And then his center can shoot, bro. Just like Karl Anthony Towns can.
But that's the reason I feel like they gonna lose so badly if they go against the Timberwolves, because Chet don't got enough. He don't got enough rocks in his pocket.
He like the ass, boy.
But they gonna need a lot. They gonna need a lot to deal with SGA initiating the offense, bro. It's a reason why he in the MVP. You know what I'm saying? He was in the MVP race.
I think Minnesota got the bodies to throw at him, though. I think
because you just throw McDaniels on him. Throw McDaniels on him.
It's going.
They probably. I think they tied. I think they split during the season. I feel like they split during the season, but
yeah,
it's gonna be one hell of a matchup.
But it's a difference during the season and when they get, because the Timberwolves are hot right now. They hot.
Yeah.
Same with the Thunder. They swept their first opponent too. They've been chilling.
Have they had game one with the Mavs yet? No.
Yep, they did and won that hoe.
Yeah, they losing right now. But the Thunder losing right now. But
they're losing by 3 points right now.
But I do think that'd be a good series. I would have Minnesota for the simple reason that Anthony Edwards he know how to take his competitive nature to another level and elevate his team. He's learning how to elevate his team. Some Jason Tatum don't know how to do. Jason Tatum, he could sit there and try to get his, but he don't elevate his team. Ant-Man is learning he's learned how to elevate his game and still elevate his team and get them in their spots to where they can make shots. And then Mike Conley, people sleeping on Mike Conley, that veteran.
Oh yeah, that boy over there. I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of knowledge too.
The Thunder.
You know what?
Matchup,
that's
bro.
another reason I want the Timberwolves to win. Mike needs a ring.
It's a good matchup, bro. It's a good matchup with the Thunder and the Wolves, bro. Y'all gonna be surprised, bro. You're gonna be surprised how good the Thunder are, bro. Everybody's talking about how good the Anthony Edwards is, bro. The Thunder are number one for a reason.
I don't know, because Chet versus Cat or even Rudy, I don't like that matchup.
The Thunder are number one for a reason in the Western Conference, bro. In the Western Conference.
I'm not worrying about Cat, Black, Jack. I don't care about none of that. Anthony Edwards a dog, and what I see from him,
SGA is a dog too. He just don't talk like he just.
Okay, so who they gonna throw at Ant? They gonna throw Dort?
They could just put SGA on him. He play defense too.
I don't like that matchup. I don't like that matchup. I don't like that matchup.
The reason why I'm picking.
I like the matchup because then when you put Anthony Edwards on SGA, he has to play defense. Now he got to come down and play offense.
He's kind of cool with that.
Offense. And that's cool. But it's good it's good whenever they both got the same mentality, bro. Anthony Edwards is getting a lot of shine right now by the national media.
I mean, because what they did to the Suns, you saw that boy.
The Thunder is in a smaller market. The Thunder is both of them in small markets, bro.
Yeah.
The Thunder ain't getting no love right now.
But the main reason Ant getting love, because when they were playing the Sun, Devin Booker got hot, KD got hot, and said, "Get out the way, I take care of," 'em," and locked them niggas up,
I
and
mean,
then
but
went
look
right
who he
back at them.
played. I mean, it's the same time. Look who he played though. Being number one, you're not gonna play nobody like the Suns, even though the Suns was like a bottom seed if we ain't pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? So what
But it's
like,
still
bro,
Kevin Durant. It's still Bradley
they
Beal.
was
Boy, that
still a
dunk he
they
did on
still a
KD was
bottom seed.
sick.
They was still like number 7 or something like that,
Yeah,
bro.
they could
But
be number 7, but
Okay,
it's still
so
let me put it like this: the NBA is just like the NFL. There is no easy walkovers, bro.
Shit,
Like
all the bottom seeds are out of
you
it. The
could be beat.
Lakers, everybody we talked about being like the legends, they were all bottom seeds. They all
yeah,
go.
Golden State. Well, Golden
That's what I'm
State, they
saying.
just need.
That's like saying, okay, we got our team and we show up, but yet we looking at Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Aiden, but yet we show up. We still got to play
Basketball is different.
basketball. It don't matter
Basketball is
what seed
different.
it is. We
It's
still got to play
so.
different.
good
It's different
basketball.
when you got
I
7 games versus 1 game in
I
football.
ask you this, right?
Like
No, I'm not even
When,
talking about football. I said basketball.
mm,
If we show up at a 5v5, it's me, you, Capo, Jeff, and one other rando. And just because they bring in Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Ayton, and whoever else,
Well,
Chris
Aiden
Chris
gone.
Paul, whoever you want to add to that team as a bottom seed in the tournament, that don't mean we can just walk in there and not play basketball. They still got they
But
still got a hoop. We still got
basketball
a
is
hoop.
different now. You can't have all them superstars and expect it
Yeah,
to
you
work.
can't. It's more about
It
No,
cohesive
doesn't
I'm
now.
not
work
going
that
off that
way.
period. I never believed in
Yeah,
that, but at the same
but
time, what I'm saying is just because they're bottom seed doesn't make them a weak
it,
opponent. Just
They
yeah,
just
they were a
because.
bottom seed because they couldn't put it together. Like
yeah, because
it's a
Beal,
reason why
Durant,
they're
and
bottom. It's a
yeah,
reason why
Beal,
they're
Durant,
bottom
and
seed.
yeah, they're all scorers. No one really is an initiator.
But
No one's really
a team, put it like this: a team with Booker, Durant, Beal, and Aiden,
That's a
they
lot
can
of
snap
scoring, but
at
no
any moment.
defense.
And
They
that's
That's a
can
three
lot of
dudes
they
who
can
are
scoring,
tell
one
at
man.
Bs.
any
Let's keep it
moment.
a
So you
beam.
have to
That's
play
three dudes that
that
are one B.
top tier basketball the entire time.
Let's keep it
They
straight. It's
they
three dudes who are one B.
they not
I'm
one
gonna keep it
A.
straight.
I'm
They
Yeah.
just
were
gonna
not one
keep it.
A.
I just gonna say this. When I looked at the matchup, I'm looking at initially before I even watched any game, and I saw Minnesota versus Phoenix. I said Phoenix could probably win this series.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
never
look
thought
at
that.
I didn't look at it. It was like, oh man, and Minnesota finna wash them. Minnesota, what they seed is? Are they finna wash them? No, I was like,
I knew they was finna watch them, bro. Just watching basketball throughout the whole year, I knew they was finna watch
Oh, I just knew that the Suns weren't gonna do it like how everyone thought they was gonna do it because they,
them.
like Mike said, they never put it together this year at all.
yeah,
They kind of when they
Bradley Beal barely played throughout the whole year.
because
Like
what they were the
they
sixth
never
seed,
had a
right?
point, huh?
Suns were the sixth seed.
seven.
Yeah, they was towards the
So they
bottom.
they limped into that sixth seed. like them I think it was like six and below. There was
They
something
Well,
going
They
on with
I
suck
tell
because the
you what,
yeah.
Rockets didn't play
But
for a
also
point.
they in the Western Conference. It's not the East. If you're not the top 1, 2, or 3 in the West,
I
you're gonna limp
mean
into the
I
playoffs.
I damn near have an argument that East might
But
be a little
if
stronger.
you are the top in the West, then you are a dominant team. Like if you are the top in the West,
That's
you're a
true. I'm
dominant
not taking
team.
that away from OKC or anybody else that's at the top. But
yeah,
if you're playing basketball in the West, if you're
It,
not 1, 2, or 3, you're limping into the playoffs playing on the Western Conference in basketball.
exactly.
So
But
I got a
what,
question. I got a question.
what we're saying is before you say your question, Jim, what we're
Hmm.
saying is that we're not we what I and B, you could correct me. What I'm saying is when we look at Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker,
Hmm.
what we're saying is that because they're the sixth seed don't mean that that team that was a guaranteed win for Minnesota. So when I looked at that matchup and any other matchup, all the bottom teams that are not the top three teams, you know what I mean, in a stacked Western Conference, right? Anything can happen. A 1 seed can lose to an 8 seed. You know what I'm saying? A 2 seed can lose to what they played, the 7th seed or whatever. And
Yeah,
then
I think it's
3, 6,
1-8, 2-7, 3-6.
that Western
Okay.
yeah, I
Conference.
see
Yeah.
what you said because it's at the fact that they did split the hell. The Suns and the Timberwolves split during the season, but at the
Yeah.
same time, in which the style of basketball that the Timberwolves played against the Suns, I knew when it became playoff time, some of them little knick-knack fouls that they was calling for these offensive players, that ain't
Yeah,
gonna be cut in the playoffs.
That's a great
because
point too. I'm glad they started to slow down on that shit. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
yeah,
I'm tired of
because
seeing all of
that's
this.
a good point. That's solid.
because unlike
All the fouls for no
NFL
reason.
playoff time in the NFL, it's any given Sunday. NBA, it's if you didn't get your shit together during the season, you gonna get exposed during the playoff.
Yeah,
Right, right.
Mhm.
because they don't, bro. They letting these boys play. It's a different. They ain't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
calling fouls
The
right
refs
now.
are swallowing their whistle this year.
Well, the
Right.
problem with Phoenix is the mistake they made is moving Devin Booker to point guard. That's the mistake they made.
The mistake they made is trading for Kevin Durant. That was the mistake. They gave up all their depth.
That's
That was the
Yeah,
fact.
mistake.
they did.
Yeah,
They
You
they
did.
gave up for a
kept.
They
dude to
did.
keep running. He
Yeah,
keep running. Okay, so my question to kind of I got a two-part. So okay, so my first question, because I know there's two teams this year that kind of disappointed us, or that's starting to disappoint us. We got the Celtics and damn, why am I blinking? Okay, the Celtics and the Suns. What do y'all feel like the Celtics and the Suns should do going forward? Because the two dudes that was earmarked as their superstars, Devin Booker and Jason Tatum, are not panning out the way they should. What do you think the Suns should do with Devin Booker, and what y'all think the Celtics should do with Jason Tatum?
so I'll
So
go
I
I
first.
go, I
think
go, I go quick. I'll go quick on this.
Okay.
For the Suns, I don't think they ever really built around Devin Booker. They just added pieces. I don't think they really went off of what he was good at. They never really. They just added pieces and said, "Here's your guys, go win." They didn't really go off of his attributes and build around him. They just gave him a team and said, "Go win with this." And as far as Jason Tatum, I believe they set the bar and they loaded up the hype train too much as far as Jason
Kobe.
Tatum. Y'all
It's
said
because of
y'all said
Kobe.
the number one thing earlier. They should have built around Jaylen Brown. That's the guy. Jason Tatum, to me, in my eyes, he always looked at like the great centerpiece. You know how you got your table in the dining room, you just want the table look good itself, period. But you just want that piece to make the rest of the table stand out. That's what Jason Tatum was. He was just that nice little centerpiece on that beautiful table in your dining room. You feel me? I don't think he was ever the guy. Jaylen Brown was the table they should have been building on, but they just went and got Tatum and flip flopped it. They made Tatum the beautiful table and made Jaylen Brown the centerpiece, and it really panned out the wrong way. If I'm making sense to y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Jaylen Brown should have been the guy. Jason Tatum, to me, he never had that dog mentality that like build around me. I'm that guy. He's never had that dog mentality, in my opinion. So they
So
should
you
have built
think
around other guys.
Devin should stay in Phoenix
Uh,
and and build
I
around
mean,
him?
I
Or?
think he should. Where he gonna go?
Someone gonna pay for him.
Somebody gonna pay for him, but where can he go? Because, like I say, he's not the type of guy you can just plug and play, as we can see, or put pieces in and say plug and play. You have to start from the ground up and build around him to make him be and fit what you want him to be.
they gonna have to run it back because they didn't put themselves in a whole
Really?
cap hell. They didn't put themselves in a whole cap
Oh
hell
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
three
Because what they
guys.
don't have a draft
So
pick till like 35, right?
they gonna have to run it back. They gonna have to run it back.
Yeah, they don't have a draft pick till like 2035. It's like crazy.
And then to speak on Durant, like how many times have we see Durant be putting his Durant with the Thunder? He had Harden, he had Ibaka, he had Westbrook.
Mhm.
When Durant get put on these teams, other than when he was with Golden State, it's like, bruh, I know I'm Devin Booker, I know I'm Bradley Beal, I know I'm DeAndre Ayton, but what the hell is you doing? You supposed to carry us. You supposed to be, nigga, you're not here to help. You're supposed to carry. And
Bro,
we know
Kevin Durant,
they was up on the Warriors 3-1 in that series, bro.
bro,
Before
that thing
he
pisses me off to this day.
before he left the team and went and joined the Warriors
and they
that
blamed it
following
on
season.
Westbrook, bro. Westbrook is
Even
not
though
the
Bro,
if you
closer
look
in that
at,
it
series.
was
y-
it was
yeah,
clearly
if
Kevin
you look
Durant's
at Kevin
fault.
Durant's numbers, he was terrible.
It
He
was
was
Kevin Durant's
terrible.
fault.
His numbers were terrible.
Kevin Durant let that team down. He know Westbrook ain't no closer.
Hmm.
Westbrook is gonna get hot, shoot the mid range, and go dunk the ball. That's not closing playoff basketball. Kevin
Yeah.
Durant was the all around player. He should have closed out this series.
Okay, so y'all say Suns run it back. Jason Tatum. What y'all say about him?
He could go
Gone.
be.
Jason
He could really
Jason
start moving
Jason
into the 6-man role.
Jason is staying with the Celtics. Brown need to go. Brown
Right.
need to
Oh yeah, yeah,
pick
yeah,
his
yeah,
shit
yeah.
up and go and find
Yeah, if you
somewhere else to
guys aren't
plant
building
his
around me,
flag.
Yeah.
Brown need to go plant his flag somewhere else.
Okay. Okay. I came up with two more while you were talking. Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard. Do y'all think the Clippers should cut bait with Kawhi Leonard and Joel Embiid? What do y'all think y'all should do?
Yes, for both.
Both to move. I think they
Oh,
Yes.
both should move? Okay.
Yeah, both
And
should
then
move.
the last question I got is for the older superstars. I mean, I think y'all already answered Kevin Durant's question. They got to run it back with him anyway? Or
They have to.
isn't he
Yeah,
only
they
on like a
do.
2-year contract?
I'm not sure.
I forgot what they own, but I forgot that all three of their contracts is kind of crazy. They're
Yeah, because I know
handicapped
Bradley
now
Beal,
too.
they got to pay him 150 next year. I said, dang, I stuck with
And
him.
bro, he ain't been healthy ever. Bradley
Mm-mm.
Beal ain't never been healthy. He
What
the
is
I don't
he
know.
same,
gonna do?
bro. He was
They
him and
thought it was
John
going to work
Wall when
because he
they
had 3
was popping.
shooters.
They never stayed healthy. Him and John
Yeah.
Wall never stayed healthy, bro.
They thought if we
I
put
I
3
just didn't
prolific shooters
understand.
together that it was going to do something.
I
That's not
just
how it
didn't.
worked.
Bill ain't no prolific shooter though. Like
I mean, scorer, shooter, whatever you want to say. They thought if you put 3 dudes that get buckets, that it was something was going to happen. Uh,
I didn't see it from the beginning. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bradley Beal
all
being
right.
on.
Steph Curry. Y'all think he should stay or go?
He should
I
stay.
don't think they're going to be able to build back up in the next few years
He
before
stayed.
he's 36.
he's the only piece that ain't going nowhere. Everybody
Yeah,
else can go
he could
wherever the
stay.
fuck
Yeah,
they
I think
want.
they're going to trade Clay and Dre. Yeah, they're going to trade them.
Steph should stay there, finish, do what he got
Draymond
to do,
Green done.
retire, Hall of Fame from San
Oh yeah,
Francisco.
yeah. Because off the Warriors,
How do
Dre
y'all
is
how
useless.
do y'all feel about LeBron exiting the interview about being asked as if he's gonna be returning to the Lakers?
I think LeBron should have been retired, in my opinion.
No.
No, I'm not gonna hold you. The problem I have with LeBron is he only play offense. He don't play defense, and
Well,
then
now he
it's
don't play
all.
defense.
I'm quick to defend LeBron, but I gotta say this stuff. Darvin Ham should not been fired, bro. LeBron, AD, they should have been playing. They should have set the tone defensively. That team, you know, they'll play hard one game, the next game they chilling. And it's like at the end of the day, I know you older, you know, he's almost 40, but at the same time, you got to set that tone. You got
Yeah.
coaches getting fired because you feel like I don't know the reason.
He's too. Well,
I'm not.
it's a
I can't
superstar
back
driven
you
league.
on that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I can't
I
back you
mean,
on that
I understand that, but at the same time, LeBron. The problem with Bron is there's no accountability, and nobody
At
gonna stand.
all.
And
No,
I
nobody
I agree.
understand.
standing.
I agree with that. Yeah,
That is
I agree with
definitely
that. Yeah,
big on LeBron. He won't point the finger, but he won't point it at himself really. He'll talk around himself a little bit when he done lost in the playoffs.
but where I
But
won't agree with you,
Darvin
K
Ham,
Poe,
him and his switches, that's the
we're
reason why they lost the motherfucking leads. They were up
well,
every game and they lost them leads because they defensive switching with their coach. Their coach is the reason why they lost them games.
here's my thing about it. I feel like it's kind of LeBron's fault in my sense because I feel like he could still play, but I think it's kind of his fault. Here's why I start because I've always had this thought. They should have never broke up that team from the bubble. That's me. Because I feel like that team from the bubble could have repeated. Because
Right.
I feel like they could
Is
have.
that the team? Is that
Yeah,
the
the team
team?
with them, it was him, Danny Green, AD,
Rondo
uh,
was on that team.
KCP, Rondo, who the two bigs? JaVale McGee, and oh boy, who was messing around with the dude in the tutu? Dwight Howard. Yeah, I feel like that team
Damn,
could have ran it.
Dwight.
We
Yeah,
don't
that team
speak.
could have.
We don't speak
But
about him.
but honestly, I feel like that team could have ran it back because they had a good formula. We don't shoot threes well, but we got a forest of trees that y'all can't get past. I feel like that could have worked for the next season. I feel like LeBron James kind of outsmarted himself a little too much because I think one of his downfalls is that he likes playing with veterans too much. When he came to the Lakers, I felt like that trade for AD was stupid. I don't know what you think about that, Mike, but I felt like that trade for AD was retarded.
I don't think AD is a 1B.
AD's not that.
AD
He was good
is
this year. He was good this year. I'm gonna give him the props. He was good this year, but he's not that.
AD is a 2C. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's
Because
not that.
because I know Mike thinking, but
Your
like
best,
Mike, think who they gave up.
hey,
They gave up. Why am I blank? They gave up. I think it
your
was
best
Randall,
ability is availability.
and he
That's
had
all I
that
gotta
problems
say
in New
about that.
Orleans. Yeah, he
That's
had
all
that
I gotta
problems in
say
New
about
Orleans.
that.
But yeah, they gave up Josh Hart, who's showing his ass right now. They gave up Lonzo pre-injury, who was doing pretty good with the Chicago Bulls. They gave up I think Julius Randle, who before his injury was doing pretty good. What's old boy name in New Orleans that plays song? He's McCullough
Ingram.
and the boys. Ingram, who's pretty good. I feel like he shot his load too fast to go get AD. But I'll give Rob Pelinka the credit. They recovered pretty fast when they wanted to win a chip, and then they blew the team up again.
But this,
I didn't.
my thing is, you have also had opportunity to get Kawhi. You also had opportunity to get DeMar DeRozan.
Well, that's why sometimes I blame it on the Rob
They
Pelinka
also
because
had
Rob
the
Pelinka made a
opportunity
lot
to
of
get
mistakes.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah, Rob
Also had it.
Pelinka
Because
Man, it's a lot of opportunities
because
missed on that
LeBron
team.
wanted Ty Lue. Rob Pelinka said we're not gonna let him pick his staff. Ty Lue went to the
I
Clippers.
mean,
Missed.
Did Ty Lue re-sign his contract? Because Ty Lue's contract is up.
Oh, I mean, if they could get him back, and we'll see. Because I feel like that's the only dude he respect outside of I think
Because I don't.
he's campaigning for
But
JJ Redick right now.
but the
So
problem with the Lakers is this: they don't have. I think they don't have a top pick for the next couple of years.
yeah, they still got the 29 pick they're holding on to with dear life.
So how can you entice a coach like Ty Lue to come from the Clippers, who he got? Yeah, they old, but he got James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George.
they not staying.
They're not staying. Yeah,
Somebody
PG.
getting moved.
I think
They
PG
not all
leaving.
staying
I
together.
think PG
PG,
leaving.
But
yes, I think
but
PG
they
probably
also
leaving.
got picks too, so he has an opportunity to kind of revamp that team. You know,
By the way,
giving
Clippers
them.
look real dumb for trading SGA away. Just saying.
Oh, oh yeah,
They
thanks.
look
They do.
real stupid. Because could you imagine SGA and Kawhi? Oh my God.
It'd been crazy.
Well,
So I'm gonna
It'd been
give
crazy.
Kawhi
I'm gonna
don't be
give
on
my
the
brief
floor either.
I'm gonna give my
Kawhi,
brief soliloquy on LeBron real quick.
go ahead.
I hate to say it, but the big dog is being outdogged at this point.
Thanks.
His mentality is not the same no more. His presence being on the floor is not respected as it used to be. His defense is slowed down. I'm not even gonna say he don't play defense. I don't think he has enough in him left to continue to
No.
play defense and offense the way he used to. It's just a lot that's missing from LeBron now. And I hate to say it, but like we mentioned earlier, it's just a changing of the guard. And these young cats they're not they're not respecting LeBron in the paint no more. They're not scared of that no more. And it is what it
LeBron
is.
needs a 1A.
And then as far as AD, bro, I never really seen him as being the guy.
He's
It,
not.
it worked. It worked in New Orleans because there was nobody
What you
there.
say, 2C? He 2C?
Yeah, it only worked in New Orleans because it was nobody else there.
And it was a
You know what I'm
small
saying?
market. No one was really looking at him.
And
Yeah.
then he was healthy when he was there for a little bit, and you seen
His
where his
best season,
athleticism,
his
his
best
handle.
season was when he was with what's his name? Was it
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins? DeMarcus
Yeah, the
Cousins.
Twin Towers.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Even then, you can make the discussion that DeMarcus Cousins was a better paint defender on the defensive
He
end
was. He
Thanks.
than
was.
Anthony
Ain't gonna
Davis. So
lie.
he's never really
And
been
it
the guy.
showed anytime the Pelicans went to the playoffs, AD kind of disappeared.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why, like, when LeBron was looking at, I was like, "That's the dude you looked at." Like, you didn't go look for a dog. Like, because me personally, if I was LeBron when I left Cleveland that second time, I would have took my butt up to Milwaukee.
And I never understood why he went
Antetokounmpo.
for AD anyway. I didn't see how that was gonna work.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
should
see
have
how
took
that
his
was
butt
gonna
up to
work.
Milwaukee because he came to LA. That team was trash when he came over here.
He should have retired after he left Cleveland, in my opinion. I didn't
No,
see
I
that.
think he had get no. Come on, 2018 LeBron was a demon.
Yeah,
That
but
one,
I don't see the benefit. I mean, his besides that one championship, what has he really done for the Lakers besides delivering that one chip?
but
You
that's
know
what I'm
what
saying.
I'm
His choices since he's left Cleveland the second time have been very
saying?
questionable.
Because
Okay,
That's
even
let me ask you and let me ask y'all this last question, and then I'm gonna be done with the LeBron topic. Looking at some of the decisions LeBron has made as a player, but we know he got executive pull within the Lakers franchise. if he was to retire, going off of what some of the moves he has pulled to pull people over to the Lakers, if he was to retire and become a head coach of a team or a general manager, what do you think he would pan out?
No.
Looking at what he's done
No.
for the Lakers.
No.
Okay.
Nah, he
He-
just retire as on top as a player. Don't try to get
Yeah.
in as a
Okay.
coach or maybe somebody behind the scenes like a team
Yeah.
owner. That's cool,
Yeah.
but nothing dealing with actual X's and
Yeah.
O's because then his emotions, his competitive nature will get in the way of him being successful.
Because since he's so smart, basketball IQ is still through the roof. He feel like he can make anybody that he sees with potential that person. That's what he was looking at. AD was basically a big that could play like a wing, and he was like, I do something with that.
And that's a great point you just brought up. I think that ties into who he is on the court too. I think his mental and his IQ is still, but his body is.
I mean, I know he still did 25 and 8 this year. 8 and 8.
He's still hoop now. He's still hoop, but his mind's still shooting, still running like he got dang on.
He pick it.
His body.
He pick his spots now. He pick his spots. He pick his spots.
Someone brought this up on ESPN, and I feel like this is true. KD, LeBron, and Steph, they need 1As now. They do not have enough to push their teams over. They need to go grab either another superstar or go to another location or retire.
All the vets need 1A. 1A. Damian Lillard need a 1A. Like,
but remember, there was times where they could push their teams through. Like, remember when Clay was down and he just had Draymond, like he pushed them almost to the Western Conference Final, but the Lakers took him out. LeBron, with nobody on his team, took that Cavs team to the finals, but he can't do that no more.
Exactly.
You need help. You need a team.
Like, and AD was not it. AD was not the answer.
NBA didn't caught up. The NBA didn't caught up building teams. Like,
building teams. There we go. That's why Oklahoma's so good, because Sam Presti is a god GM. That man they still got all their picks. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they can still make moves next year. They got all their picks.
I think
maybe he should go to OKC.
LeBron is a shell of himself. I think if 2018 LeBron was playing in this league today, he'll be able to elevate.
Oh, Jesus God.
So he needs to retire. I'm sorry. Kevin Durant, retire, go ball. Kawhi Leonard, retire. James Harden, cut them braids.
Yeah, all them boys need to go.
Retire. It's over with. It's a young man's game. Like, y'all still trying to hang on.
He said hats off to him. Retire.
By the way, I say the biggest mistake LeBron made in his career was leaving Miami. And I'm going to stand on that.
Yeah.
That was his biggest mistake.
Leaving Miami?
Yeah. Because he didn't trust Eric Spoelstra, but Eric Spoelstra turned out to be a really good coach.
Well,
he should have stayed and let it cook.
He still felt like he owed Cleveland a championship, and he wanted to do that.
From what I heard, they said he really didn't trust Eric Spoelstra. That's what I heard.
That could be it, but
because they were trying to get that man kicked out before they won their 2 rings. He was trying to get that man kicked out, but what's his name? Who's the GM for the Miami? Pat. Yeah, Pat said, "Hell no, this is my team."
But that's I just think that it could have been that, but it also he looking at, man, I said I wanted to deliver a championship to my hometown. Like, think about it. You from Tampa, the Tampa, Florida area, right?
Fort Myers.
So the Orlando Magic is your team. So you will want to deliver
Miami.
The Magic, right? Just
Miami
like
was my team.
We from Houston. So, the best city in the world, we want to deliver a chip to Houston.
By the way, on the Houston tip, Jalen Green is not him. I'm going to keep going.
Wait a minute, bro.
Yep, said it. I said it.
On that one.
I said it.
I
said it. Jalen Green going to end up just like Jason Tatum and Devin Booker.
Nah, hell no. You tripping. It's a different type of dog over here.
Okay.
And our coach then brought out a different type of dog than Jason.
I will say this.
Mike, we're going to look back on this in 5 years.
Offensively, the dude is elite. Defensively, he ain't there yet.
He a 1B.
What you talking about?
Jalen Green a 1B.
There's a reason why we have a defensive coach and a reason why our coach benched his ass early in the season to wake his ass up. Bro, he got
1B.
benched.
Y'all need to find something.
And that's he got benched and came back All-Star break and was scoring like 40-something points.
You're saying he was scoring. He was
scoring and playing
I've
defense.
seen games where
Hey,
bro,
you see how the two Houston
scoring
dudes was fighting?
Look, hold up. Scoring and playing defense. Scoring and playing defense. It's a reason why he got benched because he wasn't playing defense.
Okay, I hear it the first time, but what I'm saying
when Şengün got hurt, who was playing defense and keeping them in ball games actually with the scoring too?
Everybody else. He was picking up the dogs. He was picking up the dogs and actually playing defense. And I'm saying
I'll bet you $20 with interest in 5 years. He's gonna be a 1B.
Take on that.
$20 with interest.
I'm not saying that he can't grow into any time. I'm just saying
he's not gonna grow into nothing.
We're talking about a 21-year-old that's been in the league for 3 years already and still got a lot of time.
What I'm saying is this. I'm saying he has a great
1B. He not trash. 1B.
Right now. But last year, his defense went up to par his offense. His offense is up here, his defense is right here.
And you need to stop impregnating these girls.
You said it yourself. You ain't been watching basketball, Paul.
I've seen many
You ain't been watching the Rockets.
Where he had 45.
You ain't been watching
and then the other dude got 50. So how
is he impregnating cougars?
You ain't been watching basketball, Paul.
He out here cougar hunting. You should go back to the Houston Cougars. Hey, look.
No,
K-Po wearing the shirt that the team used to.
The Cougar found him. The Cougar got him. He got trapped in the box.
No, because then he went and impregnated a stripper too.
Oh Lord, Jeff.
He
You didn't hear about the stripper who came out and said she got him pregnant too?
And bro, you going off false allegations now. You
okay.
Like
my bad. Hey, my bad.
Like
I'm bad. I'm getting like Drake. My bad. I'm sorry. Hey, but you want to know what's not a false allegation? He a 1B.
How you know? You just took on it. You just said you don't in 5
Oh yeah,
years.
$20 in interest, baby. I'm gonna make my money in 5 years.
Okay, that you believe that he gonna.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stand on my flag right now. Jalen Green is gonna be at best an all-star player.
I'm gonna plant my flag and say Jalen Green will be the face of this team in the next 5 years. Şengün is the 1B. He's the 1A. Trust me.
Jalen Green got that dog in.
I don't think Şengün.
Okay. Question.
Şengün is 1B.
Is Jalen Green ever going to overcome Anthony Edwards? That's it. That's all I need to hear. Y'all don't got to answer the question. Don't answer the question.
All right, brother.
It's not fair to compare them two right now.
Okay, my bad. Is Jalen Green ever going to overcome the Nuggets?
Huh?
Damn, y'all quiet.
I don't even know. Go ahead.
Is Jalen Green ever going to overcome the OK City Thunder?
Go ahead, close this out.
Is Jalen Green ever going to overcome the OKC Thunder? SGA. I'll just say SGA.
Yes. Yeah. And the Timberwolves.
Y'all gonna let that man say that? Y'all gonna let that man say that?
This is the age of the young generation of basketball.
He got an old baby mama.
It's the reason why the Rockets was in playoff contention towards the end of the season.
With Jalen Green, we will see. That's what I say. We will see with me. We will see.
And low key, the hater in me wants to make a bet on CJ Stroud, but I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna make that bet.
Hold on. I'm
gonna
stand on my 10 on that one. CJ Stroud, I'm willing to bet.
Hey, the hater in my blood wants to say sophomore slump. The hater in my blood.
I bet you. Let's bet right now, $20. CJ Stroud will have a minimum of 25 passing touchdowns and less than 10
That's easy. Everybody get 25 passing touchdowns unless you a bum.
Last in y'all division next year.
We is gonna be last in our division next year. You ain't even gotta say that. I tell you that. I ain't gonna say that.
All right.
Hey, okay. I'll make this bet. Hold on. I'll make this bet. Trevor Lawrence gonna run the AFC South next year. Go ahead, B. Close it out.
Nah, okay, we can say that. I shake on that.
Hey,
I shake on
$20.
that.
$20. Hey, you
y'all
want some
wanna do
capo?
that? Hey, side bets.
You want capo?
I bet you this. Trevor Lawrence and I have 20 touchdowns next year. He will have.
I don't want that bet. I don't want that bet. That's too
He
little.
gonna have the same interceptions as touchdowns.
That's too little for me. I want bigger picture.
What you mean bigger picture?
I want bigger picture. Y'all not gonna win the AFC South next year. Y'all not gonna win the AFC South next year.
He
Bigger
gonna run
picture.
the AFC South. Shake on that and throw your
Shake on
side
that.
bet in.
All right. Hey, Mike, I'll bet you 20. I'll bet Capo 10.
Come on, Trevor Lawrence, bro. You gotta deal with. He got to get through Anthony Richardson first of all, and he ain't even been playing. And
y'all messed up because I've been listening to Kendrick the past few weeks. The hater in my blood has been activated. I hate the way that he talks. Hey, I hate the way CJ Stroud talk. I hate the way he walk. I hate the way he dressed.
I don't even think he's better than Will Levi's G.
I was just about to say that.
Like, no.
Trevor Lawrence.
Hey, start another recording. Start another recording. Hey, they acting up, bro. Start another recording. Hey, start another recording, bro. They acting up. I gotta get my shit off. I gotta get my shit off.
He's not even better than Will Levi.
I gotta get my shit off. Y'all about to make me say the Bucks gonna have more wins than y'all. Don't make me go crazy.
Just close this out because he tweaking. This man is still.
This man is tweaking. Hey, thank y'all for coming through.
Real life. Y'all done got some good talk about us. We done talked about Kendrick versus Drake. We didn't talk about the NBA, the changing of the guard. We didn't talk a little bit of football towards the end. We done voiced our opinions on some of the old school superstars in the NBA and such and such. But in real life, continue to follow, subscribe, share, like, comment, hate, whatever you're gonna do with it. We here to stay. And this is the Mono Greatness Podcast. Shout out Papa Jeff. Shout out Boss Dog Capo. Shout out Mike. You might as well. And
shout out Cat Williams. Hater season all 2024. Shout out Cat Williams. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. Hater season all 2024. Hey, let me tell y'all something. When the NFL season start, y'all gonna be sick of me.